What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, in today's video, we're talking what happened in 2020 and plans for 2021. Alrighty, so I am dressed in a parka today because we are in the garage and it's about probably 35 degrees in here because it's freezing in the middle of December. So if you're watching this video when it is released, that means this is Christmas Day, and I want to wish every single one of you a very happy and Merry Christmas from my family to yours. It's obviously been a very crazy year, and hopefully my videos have helped either distract you or maybe provide some new information or something to get you away from the craziness that happens day to day, because that's definitely one of my goals on this channel. This is going to be the last video of the year. The next video will actually be on January 1st, so a week from today. So I wanted to kind of wrap up what happened in 2020, aside from kind of the obvious things, and talk about plans for 2021 with this channel and with the car collection. Not much of a collection because there's really just 2 cars. But anyways, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy. And once again, I really hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas this year and a very Happy New Year. Hopefully 2021 is a million times better than 2020, and we can leave what happened this year in the rearview mirror. So first off, let's talk about what I wanted to accomplish this year on the channel and in terms of subscriber growth and videos. I actually have my phone here with the notes of the video that I made. It was actually the second video I made of the beginning of 2020, where I talked about what I wanted to accomplish in that year and some of the goals that I set. Now, man, was I wrong about 2020. I had very high hopes for it. I mean, I guess I was accurate in saying it was going to be a very eventful year, just unfortunately in the wrong kind of way. But in that video where I discussed my plans for the new year, I set a few goals. First of them being growing the Instagram page. Now, as we speak right now, the Instagram is somewhere near 1,400 followers. And I think at the beginning of the year, it was a little bit less than 1,000. It might have been close to 700 or 800. So that's definitely some good growth in my opinion. Now, I don't really focus on the Instagram as much as I do on the YouTube, which I think all of you on YouTube don't mind, because that means if my time is better spent creating new videos for you guys, that's probably better than some cool photos of the Hellcat. Maybe not, I don't know. So that check marks one of the goals that I set. The second goal that I set at the beginning of the year was increasing the amount of content and the amount of videos that I posted this year. And I'm sure you guys have noticed, but since probably mid-July, I've been posting at least once a week. And as of November, I've actually been posting about 3 times every 2 weeks. So it's actually an extra video or 2 every single month. And I've definitely enjoyed it, and I think you guys have too. That way you guys get to catch up on more of the content of what's going on with these 2 crazy cars right here, and I guess the Toyota as well, because some of you have actually really enjoyed some of those videos. But to give you some perspective, I had 48 videos this year, including this one right now, as compared to 22 videos for the entire year in 2019 and 31 videos in the entire year of 2018. So I've almost did the combination of the 2 years in 1 year, which is absolutely fantastic. It's exactly what I wanted, and I'm hoping to continue that going forward. Now, the third goal that I set was obviously increasing subscribers, which if you guys participated in that giveaway or you saw the video, you'll know that, well, as of this video right now, we're close to about 8,500 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. And I'm eternally grateful for all of you that have hit that subscribe button or commented or liked and participated in the growth of this channel. To give you some perspective, at the beginning of this year, I was just around 4,100 subscribers. So being at close to 8,500 means that I've essentially more than doubled the growth of the channel in 1 year, which is absolutely fantastic. And again, thank you so much for doing that. Now, at the beginning of 2019, I was actually around 1,600 subscribers. So last year was definitely not a bad year in terms of subscriber growth, but in whole numbers, this year trumped last year. Trumped, that's an interesting word. I wonder why I would use that. But anyways, I have grown the channel and that was one of the goals that I had. The fourth goal that I had for the channel was increasing the different types of videos. I wanted to do more mods, more vlogs, and more car reviews. And thankfully, I feel like I accomplished that this year because I did quite a few interesting mods on the Scat Pack. One of them being the shaker lights, and then the hood pins, and then the tail light dividers. So I definitely continued the momentum of 2019 where I did some of the cool mods that a lot of you really liked, like the interior EL wire. I also did a lot more vlogs. Even though we were technically in lockdown a lot of the time, I was still able to get some really cool footage of some little vlogs or little adventures along the way, and I'm happy I was able to do that. Examples of that include the Corvette video or my little mini staycation up to Bear Lake, and I enjoyed taking you guys along on some of the adventures I've been on. Now, I've also been very fortunate with my relationship with Jim at the Unique Car Guide to be able to review some really amazing cars. I mean, never in a million years would I think that I would be driving a Lamborghini or a Lamborghini SUV of all things, and that definitely happened this year. So I'm very grateful and thankful for having him around as a friend and allowing me to review these amazing cars for you guys. And at the same time, I think you guys have enjoyed that type of content because it's a little different from the typical Mopar stuff I talk about, but I think it's helpful for everybody to know what cars are on the market and my thoughts on them. The fourth goal that I had set, or the fourth topic I discussed in that video at the beginning of this year, was I wanted to create a new feature, which I actually didn't reference what the name was in that video because I was still deciding, but that feature was Mopar of the Month. And well, I had big plans for it, but it didn't really turn out. Unfortunately, again, because of the pandemic, I am not able to do a December feature. So we really only had like 4 months of the Mopar of the Month, and that was January, February, and October, November. But nonetheless, I think you guys enjoyed those videos of seeing some of the cool Mopars that I have in my community. Actually, some of them were even out of state when it came to Fast Gato's car. He's in Arizona. So that was a really cool feature. And at least I was able to get 4 videos, which is better than having 0. So that sums up the goals that I had for 2020. And I was very happy that I was able to accomplish them, if not 100% of the way, at least 50 or 80%. Now I want to jump into my goals for 2021 because the first step of getting from point A to point B is setting a goal. And I think it's very important. I also think that is one of the reasons why I was able to accomplish a lot of the goals that I did this year was because I had, well, first of all, told you all about them so you guys can hold me accountable. But it was also a good reminder for me to look back on and see if I was achieving those goals or if I needed to put a little bit more effort in one category or another. So to kick it off, these are my goals for 2021. First and foremost, I know a lot of you have been mentioning it, I need to make a new intro for the channel. Now I hope to do that within the next couple weeks because I would hope to have 2021 have the new intro for a majority of the videos, but definitely going to be incorporating this Hellcat in that intro and maybe still keeping the Scat Pack because that is an awesome ride. And if I still have it around in the next few weeks, I'll definitely try to incorporate that into the intro, as well as maybe including the Toyota and the Range Rover since they're all kind of part of the car family. The second goal for the new year is obviously to continue to try to sell this Challenger Scat Pack. Now, I don't have a deadline or a timeline as to when I need it sold, but I definitely do need to sell this car because one of the deciding factors in me purchasing this Hellcat was contingent upon me selling that car somewhere in the near future. So unless this YouTube channel explodes over the next month or two, I don't expect I'll be able to afford having both cars, so one of them is gonna have to unfortunately be sold. Now, those are some near-term goals, probably in the next couple months. I wanna talk about some of the longer-term goals that I have for the channel. The third goal that I have is to reach 10,000 subscribers. Now, based on the momentum that we're at right now, I'm expecting to hit that number somewhere around March or April of 2021. I sure hope it's sooner. Hopefully it's not later, but that is the target date of hitting 10,000 subscribers. And to me, that is a good round number to know that my channel has reached a pretty big milestone in my opinion. Now again, that means nothing when it comes to large YouTubers, but for me, 10,000 subscribers is just insane considering just a few years ago I had less than 1,000 subs. So I'd be very humbled to get to that point. And 10,000 subs also unlocks a few features on YouTube that I can use for the channel going forward. And that is actually goal number 4. I am planning to start some sort of merchandise on the channel at the 10,000 sub mark. Now I know a lot of you guys love the poster of the Hellraisin Hellcat, and that is definitely going to be one of of the options that you can buy through this merchandise website, whatever that is, whether that's through YouTube or some other third-party website. I'm gonna be setting up something because I realize that a lot of you guys and girls out there may want to buy some of the stuff that you see on the channel, and I think this would be a good opportunity for you guys to do that and also support me and the growth of the channel at the same time. Now, each poster is actually gonna start out at $1,500 and it only goes up from there. I am just joking. I'm not gonna charge crazy prices or anything like that. It's really just a way to get my stuff out there to you, and that way you guys can enjoy the channel and the products that I have. So that is definitely a pretty big goal in 2021, and I'm curious to know what your thoughts are in the comments below as to what you would like to buy from me. Is that t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, posters, ladles, whisks, whatever it is, let me know. I'll definitely be interested in hearing your guys' thoughts because I don't have too many ideas on what merchandise I'm going to sell, but I do have a few that I know you've shown interest for, but I would love to see what other ideas you have. Now, the fifth goal that I have for this year is also to potentially set up a P.O. box for you guys to be able to send me anything you want. Now, this isn't me reaching out and asking you to send me money or send me gifts or anything like that. I just understand being a subscriber or a viewer of a channel, you sometimes want to send that YouTube channel some sort of little trinket or a note or something, and there's not really a good way to do that via YouTube or Instagram or any social media. So I don't expect a lot of people are gonna be sending me anything, but stay tuned for a potential P.O. box being set up where you guys can send me whatever you want. But please do not feel obligated to send me anything. It's simply if you want to send me something and you think it'd be cool for me to see, and I can definitely talk about it in videos on the channel. I would love to do a segment where I talk about the stuff that people have sent me and shout out their names and give my huge thank you to all of you if you choose to send me anything. But again, please do not feel obligated to do so. It's just simply another way to connect with me, not through Instagram or YouTube. Now, the last big goal, which is goal number 6 that I have for 2021, is to potentially buy the brand new 2021 or 2022, depending on when it's released, Ford Bronco. Now, if you guys have been watching the videos since the summertime, you'll know that I have reserved a Big Bend trim Ford Bronco, and I've given you guys a little bit of updates in my live streams and some of my videos, but to be honest, right now, I don't really know where that's headed. I did get an email last week from Ford telling me that the timing of delivery is dependent on when I put in the reservation. Now, if you guys remember, the reservation that I put in was about 1 week after they released the Bronco, so I don't think I'm going to be one of the first individuals to get it, but I think I will be in the early lineup since I'm sure there have been a lot more people that have put in orders after me. Now, I don't really know exactly when the delivery is going to happen. They've told me that due to the pandemic, there are delays in their suppliers, and so the ordering process isn't really going to start until mid-January through March, with the earliest deliveries next summer, if that even happens. Now, they did say that if your deliveries end up falling into like October, November, or December, you're probably gonna get the 2022 model year, which may be even better since it's technically a newer model. But just so you know, the Toyota lease is up as of September of this following year in 2021. So I'm either gonna have to sell it and buy a different car, or hopefully the Bronco will be here in time that I don't have to get a different car in the medium term. Because I definitely need something for the winter, since this car definitely doesn't do well in the snow. Neither do I want to drive it in the salt. So hopefully the timing works out that the Toyota leaves the channel and the Bronco enters, but I don't really know what's going to happen in that time period. So there you have it. That is the summary of what happened in 2020 and my goals for 2021. Now, a quick update to the giveaway that happened about a month ago. I know that some of you asked if the winners don't reach out to me, what happens to the giveaway prizes and stuff like that. Just so you know, all 3 people reached out to me within the course of like a couple days, and I have shipped everything out to their respective individuals. As of this video, the poster and the GoPro are actually still in transit because of major delays with USPS, and understandably so, it's around Christmas time, whereas the headphones were actually delivered and that has been given away. So huge thank you to everybody that participated. Keep in mind, if we do hit big milestones coming up in 2021, I do plan to do more giveaways. So definitely subscribe to the channel now if you haven't already, and that way you guys can be a potential winner of cool prizes in the future. But once again, I hope you and your families and friends have a very Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys can celebrate it in some way or another, even though this year has been completely different than really anything in the past. And I do wish you all health and happiness in the future. Hopefully the vaccine arrives in no time and we're able to get back to somewhat of a normal life going forward, which would mean more car shows and cooler videos coming your way. So I want this to happen just as much as everybody else, along with the health and safety of everyone around us. So thank you all so much for supporting this channel and getting it to where it is in 2020. And I hope you continue to do so in 2021. If there's something specific that I'm not doing that you want to see on the channel, definitely let me know some way or another, whether that's through the comments or Instagram, because I try to entertain you and that is one of my top goals. The other goal is to provide you with new information that you may not be able to get anywhere else. But as always, don't forget to find me on Instagram at Schwazy_. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And I hope you stay healthy, stay Schwazy, and have a wonderful day.